Hi everyone, and welcome back to Cunning Sense. We'll be talking about that new 1.1.7 miner today and the improvements that it has. For all the Raptorium updates you could stand, go ahead and subscribe, and as things change or things update with the miner, and every couple versions I'll probably release a couple more of these videos and share any issues that I had with it or issues I've had with the project or anything, and try to be as transparent as possible. Just pointed out to me that my last videos for the 1.1.5 version of the miner, there's been 2 extra versions since then. The biggest change I brought up in my tuning video, the 1.1.6 version stops you from spitting stale shares onto the server or the pool you're mining on, which ended up getting you blocked. It happened if like you lost internet for a few minutes and then came back and then your miner was still running and it had trouble figuring out what was going on, and then it would kick all the shares that it were mining while it was offline. And if you're like me and you have Spectrum, then occasionally you just have internet outages for an hour every day for no reason at all. But the 1.1.6 version fixed that, but it did have a timeout issue where if you, I guess it was to try to fix that issue, if you didn't communicate with the pool for X amount of time, I think it's 120 seconds, it disconnected you and it would refuse your connection after that. Well, the 1.1.7 version completely fixes all of those issues, so, and it's a little bit more efficient, so that's an added bonus. So the download is in the same place. I'll put a link in the description below, but I've got the Ryzen, and they actually included a bunch of the common presets now, so these are already tuned files, so you don't have to spend the 110 minutes doing it. But if you just look here to access that, you just do everything like you had before. I copied and pasted. This Ryzen ends up getting over a kilohash, so I do mine on the over kilohash pool to increase my rewards there. But I just do the --tune--config equals file, and it pulls from the tune presets and pulls up the already loaded tune, so it's made that a much more efficient run. And that's pretty much it. I mean, nothing looks different whenever you run it. Tune-config loaded successfully, and it'll go from there. Now, my other two are AVX2, and those do require, this one won't because it's the Ryzen, but when you do run it, it will require you to do, you can do no config, you can do a simple config, or you can do the full config. I was reading the boards, and the full config is like 8% more efficient, so over time that will matter. And it takes 110 minutes, so I just started and then go do something and then came back. Alright, as you can see, I've mined 31,000 Raptorium here. I did mine a little bit to another address on our pool for a bit, and when I was blocked here I did mine on Supernova. Total I'm right around 35,000 though. And at Raptorium's current price, that's roughly $37. I do expect that to go up. As you can see, our pool's great. It shows all the information you want, when it was high, when it was low, when it shut off. Mine shut off earlier because I was doing some schoolwork and then played a little bit of Warzone and then started doing this. But as you can see, I've got the old one, my old Shiba, my Nook, and my Ryzen, and my average hash power is 1.66, and most of that is the Ryzen. Total, with this kind of hash power, in our pool, I get about 800 a day or so. It's varied a little bit, but it's not too bad. I'm pretty happy with it, and I'll keep mining Raptorium for the foreseeable future. I really like the project. I really like the simplicity of the miner, and I think that in a couple years this could be something, and when it does, I want to have a ton of this laying around. Alright, well, we'll keep this one short and sweet. That's pretty much it for update for the 1.1.7 miner. If anyone has any questions or has any issues getting it going, let me know, and I'll do what I can to help you out or point you towards somebody that can. Alright, thanks.